full house. A friend of Dan's. See, they type that really slow. Why can't they type the ending thing really slow too? Anyways, guys, welcome to another episode of the Novelist. I think we're only gonna do one chapter today because why can't I get down? Oh, there we go. Because I did two last time. The video ended up being pretty long, so I just figured. Guy. That's how I always start every letter. Just Guy. Probably not expecting to hear from me, were you? You know I'm all about surprises. Look, we're gonna head up to the coast next weekend. We're doing the drive from LA to Seattle. I have an interview, not internship, up there on Tuesday, and Kelly has a friend who's gonna introduce her to some casting people from Vancouver. Can we crash at your place on the way up? We should be pulling through next Friday. I was thinking we could use it as an excuse to jam on our books. I want to see your new stuff, and I have a draft I want you to take a look at. I'm way beyond knowing what's good or not with my work, so I could really use your advice. And you know, I'll give it to you straight about your new book. Is there a title yet? Could be an impromptu writer's workshop, I guess. Anyway, I think it'd be fun. Let me know. T. Yo, Guy. Coming up. For sure. Honey, I'm so sorry it's been so long since my last letter, but we've all been all over the place. Have you gotten settled into that big house yet? I hope getting away from everything has been help for you and Dan. I'm writing because, speaking of getting away, your father and I are going to take a road trip. I found some good AARP deals, and with your father only working part-time, it wasn't very hard to arrange time off. It's also been too long since our last trip. I've always enjoyed changes of scenery. And as you're hopefully learning, it can be just the thing a marriage needs. Lord knows it's helped us. The trip won't take us close enough to the shore to come visit, I'm sorry to say. And if you write back, we'll be gone before your letter arrives. We'll call if one of our motels has long distance, but if we don't get a chance to call, send my love to Dan and Thomas. You know your father and I want the best for you all. Love, Mom. I don't know why that was so hard for me to read. Must be the cursive. Oh, they're happy. Does that mean Tommy met a friend? That or Dan got incredibly younger. I'm assuming Tommy met a friend. Okay, Linda, we'll come back to you. Let me read your diary first. Check sofa. Call Chamber of Commerce, hotels in town. Double check TK trip when Dan gets back. Someone's stomping up here. Okay, we can go ahead and read Tommy's little... Okay, that wasn't what I wanted to do, but you know what? It's fine. Any little Tommies running around? How about in here? No? He's all downstairs today? Any Tommies in here? Oh, there they are.
Let me call his mommy.
Can Davy sleep over?
Can Davy sleep over? Got friends in me. Okay, I missed something. Oh, there he is. Why are you always sad, Tommy? Just because we didn't go to the fighter jets? You're being very, very picky. But look, you're gonna have a friend spend the night. See, we'll do that for you, Tommy. We'll do that for you.
I took Tynan up on the book jam. He hasn't seen a word of my new book, and fresh eyes are priceless. He bailed me out on Tramer's Way. I hope he understands how much of that book worked because of him. I still remember when we were walking to the pond, and he had the idea about using newspaper clips and police reports. Of course, no matter how many times I tell interviewers it was his idea, they just keep giving me the credit. Maybe they just want the tidy auteur version. Oh well, can't change that. Let's just hope he has an idea for this one too. Friday can't get here soon enough.
Okay, well, let's see. What are you? I talked to Davy's parents and they're okay with him sleeping over. They said they'd take care of Tommy some weekend and return. I know the timing isn't great, but maybe we can work something out. Let's talk when you get up. Lynn. Daw. Well, let's read her journal.
Good news. Mom called today with a change of plans. They made better time on the first leg of the trip than they expected, and they're coming to visit. Bad news, they want to come this weekend. Did Dan tell Tynan they could stay here for sure, or is that still up in the air? I'll ask after dinner. She sounded cheerful enough on the phone, though I can't help wondering if they took this trip because they hit another rough patch. I hope not. I hope they just want to see Tommy and have a classic Mears family feast, though maybe seeing how they've ended up will be good perspective for Dan and me. Speaking of which, Dad better not get nosy. I've told him 1,000,000 times that my marriage is not his business.
You tell him, girl.
Maybe I'll try the thing Christine told me. When someone asks you something private, just say, "Why do you ask?" Put it back on them and see if they've actually got a reason to get into your business. Yeah, I've got to remember to try that. We'll see how he answers that one.
I say they can all stay here. Or pillow forts and sleeping bags for everybody. Okay, I think I have a short-term memory. I'm sure I already read his diary. His journal. Oh, okay, let's go through our mind. Linda, where are you? There you are.
I thought Tommy was sleeping with us.
Oh,
I'm checking to see if this is a fold-out.
I would be checking to see if I can make a fort out of it. Let me out
I'm
of
checking to see if
the
this
lamp.
is a fold-out.
Why? Okay, I was stuck in the lamp. I'm checking to see if this is a fold-out. I'm checking to see if this is a fold-out. Oh, Linda. Oh, there you are.
We just got back from the funeral. It was even harder than I expected, but it was moving to see just how many people loved Grandma Jo. She really was a special woman. Dan was there every step of the way, even though we got in a lot of trouble for missing that book signing. I don't think it's fair how mad they got at him about that. It was a funeral. But I guess that doesn't count for much in the business world.
Yeah, most people don't really care when personal stuff happens. Oops, that was the wrong button. I don't know why I was like, escape. Alright, I think I still need to go through Dan's, and I'll conclude this chapter. Come on, Dan, let me in your memories. Don't be a bitch about it.
Paul was mad, but he understood. It helped that I threw him a bone with the quarterly idea. I think it appealed to his competitive nature. He said he wasn't sure it would work, but I knew he was sandbagging. He probably took it as a personal challenge and called Brackett to pitch the idea as soon as we hung up.
See, things work out. Going up the stairs to find Dan. I have a feeling he's in his computer room. Oh no, he's in the bedroom. Ooh, what am I walking in on here?
He can sleep with us. He can sleep with us.
What about Tommy?
Oop. Okay, E, exit memory. Okay, now, did I get everything? Yeah, read their thoughts.
Hey, bud.
Whoa.
Hey, Dad.
God. Just like flew myself into a lamp when in doubt. Fly.
It was like...
We can use the blue sheets to make a sofa fort. A soda fort. Wash that ugly sweater Mom and Dad gave me so I can see me wearing it. And Dan's is what? Come here, Dan.
No.
Check the fishing poles. Maybe we can go find a pond. Okay, that's their wishes. I don't know. I've done Dan every single time this time, so I think I'll do Linda and Tommy.
Wow, can I see it?
In a little bit.
Yeah. You don't want to ruin his creative mojo. Did I read you? Yeah, that was that really cursive letter. I don't know, I can't read cursive all that well. Okay. Fishing poles, sweater, and then the blue sheets for the pillow fort. So we'll go ahead and do the sweater. Even though I think the sweater's a stupid idea. I don't know. I don't know. Just, if we don't do the sweater, she's just gonna sit there and cry because we didn't do the sweater. And it doesn't mean Dan can't talk to his friend. They can talk, they just don't have to fish over it. Okay, let's see. Anything in here? No? Oh, right here. The Diary of Claire Claire Bladford. Maybe getting my thoughts down on paper will help. Make a list. That's what Mom always taught me. So, dear diary, here are all the wonderful things about Roger. He's very handsome. He'll soon be working as a lawyer at his father's firm, though the job is no gift. He worked so hard in college. Though the job is no gift, he worked so hard in college. He might be the only person on earth who loves me, or loves music as much as me. He especially loves the songs I write him. His family has money, which of course shouldn't matter, but it's nice to feel secure. Secured. Who wouldn't want to marry someone like that? She's a gold digger. On my top 3 reasons to marry my husband, well, 1, he's handsome. 2, he has a secure job, and 3, he's rich. Sounds like a gold digger to me. Oh, there it is. I don't know why, but I feel like I can really get my thoughts together here. That's why this entry isn't going to be very fun, but fair is fair. I've already waited a day, and there's no delaying it longer. Here are the not-so-wonderful things about Roger. He can be self-absorbed, especially when he's working on something. No one will ever accuse him of having a great sense of humor. He's so very predictable. He's so very predictable. Sometimes this makes me feel secure, but other times I just feel so bored. I wonder if maybe he spends too much time chasing his father and not enough being his own man. There. Now I feel rotten. I do love him very much. Everyone has their flaws. Are his so bad? I'm wondering if he's like gonna like randomly walk by one day since she left it open and like read it and be like, oh, she doesn't think I'm all that wonderful. I don't know. If she's that picky on somebody, you know what I mean? More pillows from upstairs. Oh, there. We'll choose Tommy's compromise. Now let's go whisper in Dan's ear. I would love a house like this. Look at that. That would be a fantastic view to wake up to every morning. Get the sheets for Tommy. Linda was so excited to see her parents that she almost felt happy putting on the hideous sweater they had given her the previous Christmas. She paid close attention to how her mother and father interacted, and more than once she and Dan talked about their own marriage in that context. Her father is well behaved. I can read faster than I can talk. Dan knew how important it was for Tommy to play with his friends his age, so he grabbed the sheets and gave Tommy a few tips and the final pointers on constructing a fort. The extra house guests meant the boys had to keep the noise down and play quietly, which dampened some of their fun. Oh well. It happens. He looks so mad. Dan hated missing a chance to get feedback on his book, and he found the company distracting. He tried to work on the commotion, but he never got into the rhythm. He couldn't even focus long enough to do small corrections, so instead he accepted the role of selfless host and spent the weekends running errands, not working. He could have still hung out with him even if he didn't fish. I'm so sorry. Maybe we should have chose Dan then instead of Tommy. Vacation. Next time. It was summer, and summer was the... I have no idea. Anyway, alright, next time we continue with vacation. And have a great day, guys. Press that like button if you like this, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see future videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!